Hey guys, Brandon here from A Plus Tree Service. So I was contacted by a company asking me to take one of my videos down, and I'll explain that soon. But first I want to talk a little bit more about the Rima Grapple. So this grapple, I've only used it on one job so far. Haven't had it long, but it was amazing. It worked out so good, and I was able to do the job. It was a lot of wood, but I was able to get all the wood into my dump trailer, and that was full, so I had one full load in the dump trailer, and then I was able to fill the rest of the wood into the chip truck, which I normally can't do because the branch manager grapple is just too big and bulky and it hits the top of my chip truck. So I was able to get all the wood stacked in there. So basically one load, two trucks, but one load of wood. And yeah, any other way it would have been two loads plus coming back for the mini skid. So I did one load, went back for the skid steer, and it was done. So it probably saved me at least an hour time. So already the Rima grapple is making me money. So before I get into the email, I just wanted to talk about this. So the front part of this machine, which I said this was in a bad area, one little log rolled off and it bent that, which it's not a big deal. But I do have a hydraulic leak somewhere, and I don't know if it's because of that, so I'm gonna have to open this up and look behind there. But there's hydraulic fluid leaking out of here. It's a very slow one, but it's leaking all over and it's driving me nuts. I also broke this off. That was very weak. So a couple things broke, but not the end of the world. Mainly cosmetic, but I don't like that the hydraulic gauge is broken, really. I knew it was in a bad spot. Should have been anywhere else but the front of the machine, in my opinion. All right, let's get back to the email. So I was contacted by a company, Canadian dealer. I'm not mentioning names, but I was contacted by them asking me to take down a certain video. The video has the most views out of all my videos, but it explains the process of buying the machine, plus it talks about pricing and the pricing that I paid for the machine, which apparently is a problem for this company because they, I guess apparently we're getting $36,000 a machine, but a lot of people are seeing my video and they're questioning the price, and now they had to drop their prices down to $31,000, which in my opinion, you're still making a lot of money. I was offered extra warranty on my machine and free parts for an extra year over the warranty on the V-1000 to take the video down. So I was offered something. I emailed back and I said, as a joke, I'll take $500 per sale. They emailed me back and said, I'm not sure if you're joking or not, but we can discuss and try to make something work. So they came up with a thing in the email saying that they would pay me, they didn't say dollars, but if I had a link in my video, in my V-1000 videos, that directed you guys to their website, and if someone bought through that link, then I would get money. I emailed back and I said, unfortunately, I'm not really doing YouTube for the money, and I know I'm not benefiting from, I'm not making any money from keeping that video up. But at the same time, I made that video, I like that video, you guys seem to like that video, so I'm not taking it down. So in that email, there was something very interesting that they said, and that was that soon the Derette V-1000 will not be on Alibaba. Dean will be taking it off Alibaba, and it will only be sold by dealers. So wholesalers, distributors, dealers. And there's only going to be a couple of them in Canada, US, but that's the only people you're going to be able to buy from sooner or later. It's going to be just like every other big name, and then they're going to dictate the price that they charge you. So in one of my previous videos, months and months and months ago, I explained this, and I explained why you should buy the V-1000 now for the price that it was, and saying that eventually it will be this way and the prices are going to go way up, because here in Canada and here in the US, these companies, they get their hands on this equipment, and they're only getting their hands on the equipment to make a lot of money because they see a good machine. I saw that this machine was a good machine as soon as I got it, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. So this is just going to turn into basically, a Bobcat, a Kubota, a Vermeer, a Ditch Witch. The prices are going to go through the roof. They might be a little bit cheaper. They might end up around $40,000 instead of 60, but who knows? It could go even higher. But for the price that I paid $13,000. You're not going to get it for that price anymore. For all my attachments, plus the machine, plus my Grapple, plus my snowplow, I still haven't even paid. I'd be at $30,000 right now. $30,000, and they're asking $36,000 for just the machine and a bucket, I guess. So I just wanted to explain to you guys, if you guys are on the fence thinking about buying the V-1000, I mean, this is just me saying this. I don't care what you do, but don't comment later and say, you know, why didn't you tell me to buy it? I'm not telling you to buy it, but if you're on the fence about it and you're thinking about it, I would just go ahead and do it. You're gonna get it, you're gonna like it. It's gonna have some issues, but you just have to deal with it. But at least you won't be paying, you know, premium prices for a Chinese machine. It's a good machine. I like it. So yeah guys, this video might not be the most exciting video, but I wanted to give you that news. I wanted to let you know about that email. I want to let you know that I'm never going to be a sellout. I'm never, you know, going to do anything to try to hide things about a product, prices about a product, you know, just to benefit myself. I'm not going to do that. I make enough money doing my job, you know, cutting trees. I cut a lot of trees. I make, you know, good money. I don't need to, you know, try to extort people, lie to people, tell people things that, you know, aren't true. It's never gonna happen on this channel, and I hope you guys appreciate that. But yeah, just a heads up. Hope you guys like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.